Canada. Canada is the second largest country by total area, located in the Western Hemisphere in the northern part of North America.
It has a stable government, a skilled workforce, and its residents enjoy a high standard of living. The country has a well-developed transportation system and is rich in natural resources. Canada's official languages are English and French.
Canada is ruled under a parliamentary democracy, which holds that its law is the supreme authority. The Prime Minister is Justin Trudeau, and the Governor General is David Johnston, which are like the presidents of Canada if you combine the two. The country is divided into 10 provinces and 3 territories. Canada has a thriving free market economy, with businesses ranging from small owner-managed enterprises to multinational corporations. Canada's economic development has historically based on the export of agricultural staples, especially grain, and on the production and export of natural resources products, such as minerals, oil, gas, and forest products. However, secondary industry has evolved to the stage where Canada ranks as one of the top manufacturing nations of the world.
Canadians love poutine and maple syrup. If someone in Canada doesn't, is he even a Canadian? Canada is known for a few tasty eats like poutine and rainbow bars. But if there's one Canadians can get enough of, it's their blessed maple syrup. We might think they all love it. Hockey fanatics. If we think about Canadians' entertainment, what they are really passionate about, and one of their favorite activities, that must be playing or watching hockey. Most Canadians are hockey fanatics. Watching Hockey Night in Canada, it's a family event in there. Canadians will always love hockey, and I will compare it like Americans love football.
Another thing Canadians are known for is their chronic need to apologize all the time. Whatever the reason is, it has helped them gain the title as one of the friendliest countries in the world for this. French Canadians are crazy drivers. Roads? Where French Canadians are going, they do not need roads. French Canadians, especially in Montreal, are infamous for their fast driving and impatient temper on the roads.
Ted, this hydro bill is bigger than Louis Sir's biceps. What, you leave the carburetor on all night, eh?
I moved here from Canada and they think I'm slow, eh?
Business people in Canada usually speak in a controlled fashion, only occasionally raising their voices to make a point. Canadians are polite listeners and rarely interrupt others. Periods of silence do not necessarily mean a negative message. For example, Anglo-Canadians usually do not openly show emotions, which is unlike French Canadians, who tend to be more animated and expressive. While usually friendly and polite, communication in Canada is often quite direct, compared to the communication style of Latins or Mexicans. Hispanics are more open and sympathetic. The general tone of the negotiations here is usually friendly, and during meetings they behave simply and uninhibitedly, as they like not paying special attention to the reaction of others. The positive side of the Latin Americans is the ability to empathize with the interlocutors. However, they are very secretive people, but emotions are brightly reflected on their face, manifested in gestures and in the tonality of their voice.
Negotiation style in Canada. To Canadians, negotiation is usually a joint problem-solving process. The primary negotiation style is cooperative and people may be open to compromising. Since Canadians believe in the concept of win-win, they expect you to reciprocate the respect and trust. While the negotiation exchange may include conflicts, you should keep a positive attitude and show willingness to work with the other side in an effort to reach an agreement. If a dispute arises at any stage of a negotiation, you may be able to reach resolution by showing willingness to compromise and appealing to your counterpart's fairness. With French Canadians, however, it may mean engaging in a little more aggressive debate aimed at reaching a mutually agreeable resolution.
Talking about greetings in Canada during business meetings, a handshake is the appropriate greeting and it should be accompanied by strong eye contact. During business meetings, the dress code is a conservative, well-dressed appearance, which is very important. At meetings, punctuality is a priority. For an evening social event, it is acceptable to arrive 15 minutes late, but no later than 30 minutes. Your business card should have both French and English translations. Traditionally, business gifts are offered after you close a deal. They are usually unwrapped immediately and shown to everybody. The best choice is a present from your home country or an invitation to a meal or other form of entertainment.
While conversing, Canada is officially bilingual in French and English. You have to be prepared to use these languages in meetings. An interpreter might be required. For example, in Quebec, there are very stringent French language requirements for all commercial endeavors. It is considered especially rude to speak in a foreign language in the presence of other people who do not understand what is being said. Canadians tend to be self-confident and open to discuss general topics, as well as popular topics, including sports. Also, do not get into personal issues and avoid topics and conflicts, like comparing Canada with the USA. Body language. Eye contact is important during business meetings in Canada. Not making eye contact might make the other person think that you are shy or insecure. Canadians will feel more comfortable talking when they can look you in the eyes. The usual distance between two people should be 2 feet. French Canadians, however, tend to stand slightly closer. Besides, you should not wear any scent like perfume, strong aftershaves, or hairsprays, since it can be a threat to people with asthma or allergies, which is something common in Canadians.
Now we're going to give you our tips for exporting to Canada and have the most chances to succeed.
During the first contact with a new supplier, it is likely that the Canadian importer will request samples and price quotes for different quantities. If the samples are approved, the importer will request a test order and it shall be sent in a shipment with all the requirements of the importer. Before dealing with a Canadian importer, learn what professional behavior means in Canada. Canadians are very time-oriented, so you want to be sure never make a Canadian wait for you. Always do what you say you will do. Nothing makes a worse impression than promising something and not doing it, such as promising that you have 30 shirts ready to be imported, when actually it will take some time to have them ready.
Canadians love internet. Canadians like to research a product before buying it. Therefore, it is essential to have a web page that allows you to make available all the relevant information about the products you offer, the profile of the company, among other data. Ensure that the goods you are exporting are allowed. Make sure you verify that your goods have the important requirements, including taxes, among others.
As in every other part of the world, it is needed to know your goals and identify your unfair advantage. So, ask yourself, what are the strengths and talents that your product have to bring to the market? What is the thing in which your product is better at than any other? In Canada, when presenting an idea or product, being confident is such a valuable characteristic, and it will truly help you to accomplish your goals in the Canadian market when introducing your product. Because if you trust in your own product, others will.
Finally, we would recommend to do a previous investigation to know the preferences of the population and continue to do this while the business is running, because trends change very quickly nowadays and technology advances rapidly, and all of the corporations should stay up to date with these changes that may bring benefits or threats.